recognize Mr. Jim Hunt and Mayor Menino. Jim is here as the Chief Office of Energy and Environment, and we would like you to share what's going on here in Boston. Pretty remarkable stuff.
Thank you, Robin, and I want to congratulate all of the award winners tonight. As Robin said, my name is Jim Hunt, and I have the great pleasure of serving on Mayor Menino's cabinet as the Chief of Environment and Energy in the City of Boston. And we have been at greening Boston for quite some time. One of the great things of working for a mayor like Mayor Menino is he's built up a lot of political capital and can take on tough issues. We started way back when, where Boston in 2004 took on green buildings. So we're in a great green building tonight, a LEED Platinum building. Well, in Boston, every building that is constructed in Boston is required to build green. Boston was the first city in the nation to incorporate the U.S. Green Building Council's LEED standards into our zoning. This is not only important for Boston, but we've seen this transformation as other cities across the country have emulated what we've done here. We didn't only just do it for private construction, but we've done it for our own facilities. We started by building the Boston Nature Center, was talked about earlier tonight, in the heart of Mattapan. This was funded by the City of Boston and is now run by the Massachusetts Audubon Society. We took that experience, the mayor went into that building and said, coined it the building that teaches, because the kids that go to that program there don't only learn from Mass Audubon, but they learn from the building itself. And we're trying to do that throughout our facilities. All new construction in municipal facilities is required to follow the same standards. And this year, we opened our first LEED Gold school in Boston. We're doing this in so many other areas, whether it's solar in our Solar Boston program. We've had a 400% increase in installed capacity in the last 2 years alone in solar. Energy efficiency, taking our existing buildings and retrofitting those to be more efficient. These are the steps that we're taking across the city. But perhaps the most important initiative that we can do, which is highlighted here in our plan that Councilor Conley spoke about, Sparking Boston's Climate Revolution, is engaging all citizens in this effort. One by one, neighborhood by neighborhood, school by school. This is perhaps the most significant thing that we can do, because it is going to take the entire community to stem the rising tide of climate change, to reverse the trends of toxicity in our products, to reduce the waste that we generate as a consumptive society. I'm so pleased to hear Councilor Conley's talk tonight, and I want to say to him, amen. You missed your calling. You should have been a preacher. But Councilor Conley served on this committee with likes of Harvard climate scientist Jim McCarthy, business leaders like our biggest property owner, Brian Coop of Boston Properties, and other business and community leaders coming together to develop the next plan for the next frontier of climate action in our city. The mayor also had the great foresight to put a student representative from Boston Latin's Youth Can, Rebecca Park, who isn't with us tonight. Youth Can's getting another award at another event at another side of the city, but to represent the voice of young people. This is so important for our city, for our state, for our region, and for the world, to have young people at the table. And I must say, listening to all the other award winners earlier tonight and here this evening, I am inspired. I'm inspired by the work that's happening in green schools across Massachusetts. I'm inspired by the action of young people across this state. I'm inspired daily looking at the work of Youth Can, not only at Boston Latin, but as they go into other schools across our city. So, Robin, thank you for the work you're doing on green schools. Boston is, we get recognized a lot. We're recognized as the third greenest city in the country, but when I wake up every morning, I know there's so much more that we all need to do, and you are all a big part of this effort. So thank you, and congratulations. I also would be remiss if I didn't make a special presentation to Robin, Mayor Menino couldn't be here personally tonight, but he wanted me to give her one of our first new t-shirts, which is called, it says Green Boston on the front. And as Mayor Menino likes to say, we're turning Beantown into Greentown. And Robin, you're a big part of that, so thank you.
So thank you to Jim. I think we are just honored to be a part of the work going on here in Boston and hope we can do more. Again, many of the people in this room would like to work collaboratively to help the Boston schools, the Boston community, and the greater environment. Thank you again, and I'd love to wear the shirt. That's way more my style than this kind of dress. So thank you very much.